Today is my favourite day of the month. It is my anti-brainrot day. I started formalising this in January. I don't think I've really talked about it online, but now that I'm no longer in formal education, I think it's often very hard to have dedicated time to learning about your interests. I'm talking phone off, airplane mode, reading research papers, creating projects for fun, making time for all the things I say I'm interested in, but don't get round to. So today's just gonna be a little vlog, a little learning vlog, learning for fun. And maybe it'll inspire you to learn something for fun too, to pick up a book or read an article that you've been saying you wanna read. Got my little matcha, and I went to the gym this morning, so I've got a protein shake and my body feels alive, it's moved, I'm ready to sit here and not leave the house for the rest of the day. It's time for my brain to get activated. Not me with my 2 green drinks. It's giving health is wealth. Okay, so if you've been following me for a while, you would know I love Notion. And I made a very basic page called Lifelong Learning. And here I just drop articles that I want to read. I have a reading list of books that I want to get around to. I have a networking database where I write notes from every informational interview or call that I have with someone on LinkedIn, and I also kind of write down info about them, the organisation that they're with, anything that could be helpful for future reference, just so I don't forget it. I'm still working out my career, as we all are, and AI has been honestly a great deep dive tool for helping piece together the different things that I'm interested in and the different skill sets I have, and sort of helping point me in the right direction. And the theme for today, anti-brainrot days. About once a month, I'll take a day where I switch off my phone, don't go on social media. I am literally just learning for fun the whole day. Today is Bank Holiday Monday, so it's the perfect day. Also, what I choose to learn is influenced by my yearly goals. Don't know if you guys saw this video at the start of the year, but my goal for the year is replace fear with inspiration, because I've had a lot of fear in my life. This list sort of details what I want to learn this year, things I want to do, and yeah, it just informs how I can best spend my time. I have a high-level monthly goals thing, which I change every month. Kind of rough, but it's helpful. Which brings me on to today. Today I have quite a few themes of what I want to learn. I kind of just brain dumped articles I want to read, things I want to learn about, put them roughly into sections, and wrote down how long I think it will take me. And because of this, I've allocated it into my Google Calendar, so I have a rough plan for the day. The first big thing I want to research is polyvagal theory. I very briefly heard about this in my cognitive science degree, but I never really learned about it fully. And a bit TMI, but one of the biggest goals of my year is unpacking a lot of sexual trauma, a lot of things in therapy. And my therapist often references polyvagal theory, but I don't have a deep understanding of how that works in the brain and autonomic nervous system. So I've got a shortened PDF of the main book by Stephen Porges. Porges. I want to read that. I want to read at least 1 or 2 of these papers that I found. And things are always more interesting to learn when you're trying to understand the link between that and something in your life or in the world. So I want to have a deep enough understanding of polyvagal theory to conceptually understand how it affects mental health, how it can help therapists treat trauma, to think about its applications in education, so how creating safe environments can improve learning, and for parenting, for co-regulation. Then I'm trying to get back on my German game. I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't learn any German for the first 3 months of this year, but that's okay. I put that in my goals for the year list, that I'd kind of pick it back up again as summer came around. And I went to Berlin last week, and I just feel this fresh burst of motivation. I think when you're in the country that speaks the target language, you're just reminded how useful it is when you're conversational in a language. And guys, it was so cool because my brother was on Germany's Dragon's Den. My brother has like a small business, a toothpick small business. And we watched the screening fully in German for about 25 minutes, and there were no subtitles in English. And I understood pretty much everything that was going on. Obviously I didn't know every single word, but I always knew what was being spoken about. I always knew kind of the rough context, and I felt very proud of my German learning. So I want to keep going on that. I have a Lingoda class booked. I did a Lingoda class 2 days ago and I kept messing up An and Auf. So I found this article that I'm gonna read to go through that more. I want to learn about the IDGs. I don't know if you've heard of them, but they are kind of the goals related to our inner growth in order for us to achieve the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. And I'm fascinated with this link between how healing ourselves helps us do the work to heal the world. And then I have a few networking goals. Maybe I'll write an article. I feel like I don't have time, but that's fine. I have one saved article, a science article that I really want to read. It's about how trees communicate. I want to read 150 pages of the amazing book Be Patient, all about the structural failings of the NHS, the difficulties of having an undiagnosed condition. And I'm going to get to interview the author for my podcast, which is really exciting. Then I have an article by one of my favourite blogs who I've kept wanting to read this and I haven't gotten around to it. Then tonight, if I have time, I want to read a bit of The Untethered Soul, which is an amazing spirituality book I'm reading. And I want to write episode 1 of season 2 of the podcast. My podcast, Finding Your Casual Magic, is launching season 2 soon, which is crazy, and I've been hard at work to make it happen. So I'm very excited. That's my anti-brainrot day. I can't wait. I've been wanting to deep dive into these things for a while. Let's do it. Okay, let's start with learning about polyvagal theory. This is so interesting. I found a guide which summarizes Porter's work and also has helpful questions for active recall. I love it. When I'm making notes, I try to prepare them in a way that lets me already do active recall. Most of the time, passively writing notes or copy and pasting things will not teach you anything. So converting your notes into questions where you can ask it yourself and then reveal the answer is the most helpful thing for memory recall. I'm getting a little bit chilly. The weather's so weird right now in England. It's like really warm and then really cold. My good friend Jack Edwards gave me this jumper when I went to his house. Thank you, Jack. Okay, so today's class is about weddings and relationships. I literally love Lingoda. You've probably heard me talk about it a million times. It is just the best way to learn a language. I love the structure. I love how you can preview the lesson material before. I love how you can get to know the vocabulary. I love how there's built-in flashcards. I love the curriculum. I love how you get to have classes with a native speaking teacher and a few people from all around the world. I feel like I improved in German so quickly because of the instruction of these teachers and having my pronunciation corrected. Today's class is more focused on reading. I always find Zs in German so hard to say. They're like the shortened Z, like Hochzeit. Zeit. It's like a Viele Gäste haben die Hochzeit besucht, nach dem alles vorbereiten.
Die Heirat.
Die Heirat.
Die Verlobung.
Die Verlobung.
Heiraten.
Heiraten. Pia und Jenny heiraten heute.
Heiraten.
I'm so bad at dative and accusative prepositions. I need to go over it. It's been too long, Jade. So frustrating how with languages you can pour so much time and energy into it, but if you stop for a few months, it will leave your brain. You've got to keep at it.
Wir warten gerade noch auf eine Mitschülerin.
Zusammen sein, einen Platz reservieren, der Anzug.
Und 2 Sätze schreiben. Okay? Mit diesen Wörtern. Alles ist gut gelaufen jetzt.
Ich bin so zufrieden mit Lingoda. Ich liebe die Lehre so sehr. Es ist immer so lustig, ich lache viel. Heute hatte ich eine Klasse mit 2 Schülern aus Amerika und es war so niedlich, weil es war eine Mutter und ihr Sohn. Er lebt in Österreich, aber sie lernt nur zum Spaß. Wir haben über Hochzeiten gesprochen und einen kleinen Lesetest gemacht. To be honest, es war ein bisschen schwierig. Ich habe viel vergessen, aber ich habe viele neue Vokabeln gelernt. So, es macht viel Spaß. Jetzt ist es 13 Uhr und werde ich Mittagessen machen und auch meine Lernkarten, Flashcards lernen. Ich liebe Sprachen lernen. So fun. I love learning languages. I kind of wish I was living in Germany right now. It's just so hard to practice in my day-to-day life, but I love it. I want to live in Germany again at some point. I want to live in the Netherlands to learn Dutch. My girlfriend is seriously learning French, so I want to learn French again. This video is kindly sponsored by Lingoda, which is a dream because my girlfriend is literally using the code that I have to get a discount because I rave about Lingoda all the time. She's learning French with Lingoda. If you want to learn a language, this is the way to do it. This is the way to take it seriously. You can get 35% off with my code JADE2025 and you can book classes flexibly around your schedule. It is amazing. Go, go, go.
Look at these dinner leftovers. Doesn't that look so good? It's giving chef.
I decided to do my flashcards after lunch, but I'm gonna read some more of Be Patient. I'm literally crying. This book is so phenomenal. It's made me emotional so many times. She's such a good writer. Tilly Rose. Wow, 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 wow. What a journey she's had. She's somehow so funny, so comical, so humorous and light, but like, it's heavy, it's heartfelt. It's just such a moving book. Such an incredible book. I can't recommend it enough.
Tochter.
I just had a stretch break and felt the sun on my face because the weather's got nice again. I've made myself a fresh matcha latte. I've read like 5 different articles that were on my list. Some about world politics and news, some about architecture, 1 botany research paper. And now I'm going to use Claude to do some deep dive career thinking. Oh, I'm getting sleepier now. I can't wait to sit on my hammock and read my book. Oh my god, it's an hour later and I feel so inspired. I know that AI does not have the best reputation for so many reasons. There are environmental issues with it, that is very real. I try not to overuse AI and you have to be aware of biases in the training data, etc. But it is an incredible, incredible tool. It has pointed me in so many interesting directions for further learning. I'm going to reach out to some people from the organisations that it suggested. Yeah, just incredible. It also produced me an artifact, like a whole career plan. I was pouring my bloody heart out to this AI. So it's currently 5 p.m. Oh my god. It feels so good to not be on my phone or WhatsApp or any emails or conversation. I really encourage you to make time for deep work related to your goals.